her ex's ghost, almost playing matchmaker. I think it's 4 stars all around. This is like my second chance for Allison Saft. I'm loving this. Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. Happy Vampathon to those who celebrate. I have never been readier and I've never been freddier. We are daily vlogging for Vampathon. I've never daily vlogged before. I'm very excited, but to celebrate 8,000 subs, y'all said it was actually pretty mixed. I thought it was gonna be like literally 50-50, but the daily vlogs did win out. I'm excited for the books that we're reading. I'm just excited for literally everything. We have a couple things on the to-do list today. I want to finish the book that I'm currently in the middle of, which we'll talk about in a moment. We have to do the Instagram challenge. We have to post our Vampathon TBR stack. I have quite a few books that I want to read from Kindle Unlimited. I've actually been saving them for Vampathon, so we have to figure out how we're gonna take like a little cutie pick like that, and then we get to read. And then also today, in about an hour, I'm gonna be streaming Zelda, which I'm very excited because it's been so long. It feels like literally forever since I streamed, because my dad was staying with us for the past week, so I was like soaking up all my time with my dad while he was here. And now we kind of get to get back into our normal routine. Let's do a quick recap slash run through of TBR, and then let's talk about the book that I'm currently reading that I'm really enjoying and like so happy to report that. There are a bunch of prompts for Vampathon. Vampathon also, if you don't know, is a readathon that was created by Jody from Vanilla Moon. I will tag her down below. She has wonderful co-hosts for this readathon, and it happens every year in October around Halloween. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm just gonna focus on a couple prompts because I've been doing 3. This is my one of 3 readathons that I'm doing in October. So I'm focusing on 5 prompts, and this readathon goes from today, October 26th through the 31st. So it's kind of like a shorter one, but it's just so fun. And so I've saved like a lot of my fun, shorter reads. So the 5 prompts I'm gonna be doing is gothic, spooky cover, book with a gothic setting, a paranormal romance, a book to sink your teeth into, and a dark academia setting, potentially. I have books that would count for like multiple of these prompts, so I don't know, I think we can kind of like mix and match depending on what we read. The book that I'm currently reading, that we'll talk about in a second, is A Dark and Drowning Tide by Allison Saft. This one could count for gothic spooky cover, book with a gothic setting, maybe dark academia, but I feel like that's kind of a little bit of a stretch. I think it fits much better with book with a gothic setting, to be honest, so that might be what we're using this for. However, The Last Tale of the Flower Bride could also count for a book with a gothic setting or gothic slash spooky cover, so we will see. I'm trying to think if I have something that has a dark academia setting. I have Bonded by Thorns as a book to sink your teeth into because I've been meaning to get to this for so long, and seeing everybody freaking out about it and talking about how much fun the series is, or just like binge reading the series, makes me really want to read it. So Bonded by Thorns. And then a paranormal romance, I have Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. This one, I have the audiobook for it as well, but it's also on Kindle Unlimited. It's like a very sweet like rom-com. It's by Allie K. Mulford and K.L. Morrison. It's about this girl who gets like haunted by her ex-girlfriend, like literal ghost haunting her, and the ghost says that she's going to haunt our main character until she finds like a new love interest. It just sounds so fun, and I think it's also cozy and small town witchy vibes as well. So we have that for paranormal romance. And then this last one, a dark academia setting. I really don't know what we have left on our October TBR. We've also been really good about reading from our October TBR this month. It's kind of crazy. These, I mean, I kind of threw Last Tale of the Flower Bride in here because I have the audiobook for it and it would be a reread, so it would be like a quick one for this readathon. But these are the last 2 books that we have on our physical TBR for October. Like, how stunning is that? Anyways, the book that we're currently in the middle of that I'm really enjoying so far is A Dark and Drowning Tide by Allison Saft. I read A Far Wilder Magic by her. I love her writing style, but the pacing of that book made me DNF it, and I was like thoroughly heartbroken about it. This book we follow our main character Lorelai. She's a folklorist herself, along with 6 eccentric nobles who are all like around her age, and they also are going to this like university together. They're going on this expedition because their king wants to find this legendary, it's called the Spring, which is this magical spring, and whoever finds it and gets control of it gets like super ultra powerful. And so the king wants to use it to further his initiatives that he has going on. So it's very dark folklore, and so there's a lot of creatures, like folklore-y, kind of fairy-esque, fae-ish creatures that they run into that they have to overcome. But the leader of their expedition and our main character's mentor, and also a mentor to a lot of these eccentric nobles, gets murdered. There was a murder, and they have to try to figure out who did it. All of them have motive, but also they're trying to continue on with the expedition even through all of these challenges that they are facing. And it's also a sapphic romance, sort of, because these 2 main characters, that's Lorelai, that's Sylvia, who's one of the eccentric nobles. They have been longtime academic rivals, and their banter is chef's kiss. It's so good. Alison Saft loves a simile. She loves a metaphor. She loves imagery. She loves having very lush writing, and I dig it. I dig it so hard. And I am halfway through. This book is on the shorter side. It's like 350-ish pages, and it reads really fast. So I think that this will be our focus for today's vlog. And then maybe Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist, because I have really been wanting to read that. I'm going to take this Instagram picture and try to figure out how to also incorporate our Kindle Unlimited reads that we want to do. I think that this is going to be the inspo pick, except I want to obviously include more books than just holding up one. We are 245 pages into A Dark and Drowning Tide, so I figured let's do our first update. So we've gone through the summary. I am loving this writing style. I think I've mentioned that the only thing, this is like my second chance for Alison Saft. I'm loving this. I feel like the added mystery of these murders is really helping to drive the plot forward and keep me very interested. All of our characters are absolutely at each other's throats, and it's so fun to read about. So not only are like the characters pitted against each other, but then there's a lot of like creatures, magical creatures in this world along their journey that are also out to get them, and so it's just overall very high stakes. I think that everything is very sharp in this book, meaning like the setting that they're in is like out to get them, the creatures like I mentioned, the other characters. There's a lot of like antagonistic elements to this, including the romance, because they're like academic rivals. We are well past the halfway point, and the romance is like just starting to warm up a little bit from being very like cold and like off-putting and sharp to each other. I like that everything has like a sharp edge to it and nothing has been really like warm and cozy. I think it sets the tone to be very ominous and dark and just fun to read. Like the perfect October read, to be honest. I'm gonna turn you a little bit and move you back because we have an exciting package to open up together. This was the package I was expecting to get before the book haul that I did recently, and it was just very late, so we get to open it together now. Oh yeah, I forgot that I got some cooking stuff in here. So it's kind of a random assortment of fun things. So we got some books. These books I have mentioned before. I got an edition of The Poisoner. This covers reading. Oh no, I guess it actually is like really dark. You can't really see like her hair. Like this is a girl with a snake around her and her hair, but like you literally can't see it very well because it's quite black. But this book was so fun. I will link the vlog that I read this book down in the description box below. I loved this. I can't wait for the second book. I think that we're getting a release date for it soon-ish because I started following Ivy Ophelia on Instagram. I had to get my trophy edition of this. Then this is a series I've talked about quite a bit, and I also read this on my Kindle and I wanted to get a trophy copy. I talked about A Touch of Poison in the book haul. I got my edition of Kiss of Iron. I love these covers. Like this one, also The Poisoner, has this like soft touch, like matted cover. I like these covers a lot more than I like the really shiny ones, so I'm very happy to have these two. And then I got a book that I haven't read yet. Do I need to be adding to my physical TBR? Absolutely not, but I've seen everybody screaming about this book recently, and so I got Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. It's a fantasy romance that I know very little about. Oh my gosh, this font. I don't know, maybe it looks normal. Very interesting. I'm really excited for this. I know very little, to be honest, about what this is about, but I was like, I'm buying it. I don't care. And then the cooking stuff that I got, y'all know that I love to bake bread. We've been doing that a lot recently in vlogs, but I didn't have anything good to like cut my dough with. I was using like normal knives. I got one of these things that people like cut bread with, and it has a bunch of measurements on it. You can kind of see that it's like a ruler at the bottom, and then it also has like measure equivalents on it too. And as someone who's not good at converting math in my head, this is amazing. So I got this. I got more glass straws off of Amazon because the little fruit ones that I have, I literally love them, but they've been breaking lately in the dishwasher. So I wanted to get some more. Cute. And it comes with, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It comes with straw cleaners, like the little pipe cleaner things. These ones, I got little hearts. So that is really cute. These ones are like slightly bent where my other ones are very straight, but it comes in all different color hearts, which I think will just be really cute. And I'm a girly who loves a straw. I'm like always gonna drink anything out of a straw if I have the option. There's that. And then the last thing that I got, and it feels almost inappropriate to talk about this during VAMPATHON, which is so Halloween oriented and October. However, I saw this and like I couldn't not get it. I got a Christmas phone case, and these all like move up and down, and I'm obsessed with it. So that is the little haul. I think the most important, oh my god, these are heavy. The most important was these 3 books. So I'm very excited to put these 2 on my shelves, and this one will be added to my TBR cart. Steph has some reading sprints tonight for her Witchwood Apothecary Patreon, so I'm going to hop on those, and the goal is to finish this very soon. So I just got a notification that Ross and I bought tickets to go see Ponyo in theaters tonight, which is very exciting, but I only got a 10-minute warning, and thankfully our movie theater is like literally right down the street, so we're about to blast off and go see Ponyo, and I'm probably gonna cry my eyeballs out because it's one of my favorite movies ever and it's so emo. We're gonna do that, and we're also gonna try to finish a book tonight, so here we go. it to Ponyo. It was amazing. We are back to reading, and I'm rewatching Steph's sprints because obviously she was done by the time I got back from the movie. I have to read this paragraph to y'all. It is so good. The romance has officially sparked between the two of them, and I literally can't deal with it. She was a weed, drawn helplessly to light she did not deserve, and now she had knowledge she was never meant to have. The sound of her sighed-out name on Sylvia's lips, the taste of her kiss. Now she would never be able to stop wanting her. Like another fairy tale curse inflicted upon her, she was struck with a hunger she could never satisfy. It's so good. Hold on, there's one earlier too. I'm not gonna tell you like who's who or what's what, but just listen to this. How could I have possibly known? If you truly wanted me, she stumbled over the words. Why have you been such a menace all this time? Because you despise me. You think me beneath you. I could see it in your eyes, and God, I would have done anything to earn your respect, your attention. I just wanted you to look at me. When you do, it's terrifying. It's exhilarating. You're like something out of a nightmare. I love them. I love them, Your Honor. It is 11:44 at night, and we have finished our first book of VAMPATHON. I'm a little undecided what I want to rate it because I really enjoyed this. Like, I'm very happy that I gave Allison Saft a second chance. I feel like if you enjoyed A Study in Drowning, you would like this. It's very gothic. I know I mentioned it's very dark. I really enjoyed how the folklore and the culture were woven into this society, that it felt so in depth. Like, this really didn't feel like a surface level book. But there's just something about Allison Saft's writing that once I get to the end, I'm kind of like ready for the end, if that makes sense. And it might just be my reading mood, because I feel like I have not been in a 5-star mood lately with anything that I've been reading. And so I feel like this is probably a 4-star. I think the romance, like, I really enjoyed the romance, but you don't get anything at all. You get a lot of like bickering and back and forth because our main character is like that with everybody. Like, she's just a very cold, off-putting, keeps literally everybody at a distance because she's so hurt that she doesn't want to like let anybody in. I wish that the romance was like a little bit more woven throughout, and then when it hits like all at once. And I think maybe that's what's holding me back from a 5-star, but I do love them together. It was just so quick, like especially where we ended, like the last page of this book. Wow, I was not expecting it to move like that fast from the last like 75 pages of them like admitting their feelings. I'm not sure. To be determined in the morning. And then I think, I don't know, I'm kind of like up for like a coin toss, if you will. I don't know. I really want to start Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist because it's really short, it's really fast. I don't know if it's spicy. I think it might be. But then I really also want to start Bonded by Thorns, and I feel like Cassidy is going to punch me in the face if I don't start this book soon. I can't wait to read it. It's just like longer, like obviously a little bit longer, and I feel like reading a book that's like 250 pages, something that we could potentially finish tomorrow, would be really nice. Afternoon. We spent the morning reading Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist on our Kindle. We woke up, made some chai, went on the porch, and we are now almost 40% of the way into it. It reads very fast. It has a very fun writing style. Following Jordan, who is a local witch in the town of Maple Hollow, and she runs the apothecary. She is in this conundrum because she summoned the ghost of her ex-girlfriend. Jordan summons the ghost to get some closure. But the way that she summons her, she says, you know, like, I want to touch base with you. I just want some closure. I need help moving on. And so the ghost and the summoning spell have now locked her ex into haunting her until she moves on with somebody else, like falls in love with somebody else. And it's so fun. And then enter Harlow, who comes into this town. She's a newbie. She's a bit down on her luck, and so her sister runs the cafe in this town. She decides to go live and work with her sister. She runs into Jordan on the first day, and they decide to go on a date together. It's very cutesy. It's very rom-com. It's super fall and just atmospheric. It reminds me of like Spookily Yours, which is also another KU rom-com book, or like an X-Hacks. I think if you liked that, you would like this book as well. It is lighthearted and so fun. I'm having the best time. I wish there was a playlist for this book actually, because I would absolutely go and listen to it. Those are all the thoughts and feelings so far, because honestly this book so far has been quite surface level, but I think the added layer of her ex's ghost almost playing matchmaker. My Kindle says that I have an hour and 41 minutes left in this book. That is the plan for today. And then once we finish her, we will finish this vlog for days 1 and 2 of Vampathon, living my best life. So I haven't done the Instagram post for today. I'm really overthinking this. The Instagram prompt for the day is a cozy or like spooky drink and your current read, which is like such an easy picture to take. But my Instagram like pattern that I've been doing, I need to post a bullet journal picture in order for like my feed to look cohesive, and I've been trying to do that lately and having a really fun time with it. So now I'm like, do I do the Instagram prompt for today, or do I do a bullet journal prompt? But then also a little sneak preview for the next vlog, the next daily vlog for Vampathon. We're gonna do a bunch of bullet journal updates. So I was like, should I just wait to post a bullet journal update until tomorrow, because we're gonna do a bunch of bullet journal updates together. Anyways, that's me overthinking things that don't need to be overthunk. I am going to read. Let's put on another spooky little ambiance and get back to these two. I can't wait for them to do more than have their first kiss. Their first kiss was so cute. I need to know if this is spicy, because then I'm really gonna be living. We just finished Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. I think it's 4 stars all around. 4 stars for A Dark and Drowning Tide, 4 stars for this one. It was so cute, so fun, so fast paced, slightly spooky, like not really, just with the creatures that were in the books. It's like we mentioned, like a spooky Halloween-y type witchy town, but it was really cute. I had so much fun with it. So definitely 4 stars for that one. It really makes me want to, I don't know if there's another book out for the Spookily Yours series, but they were so similar that I was like, it really makes me want to read more in that series. But definitely spicy. There were a couple spicy scenes. They're right towards the end. I loved the pacing of the romance. I thought that that was really cute too. I loved them just crushing on each other from first sight. They're adorable. So that is going to conclude this vlog. I need to edit this and get this up literally right after. So hello from like 20 minutes ago. If you've read either of these books, if you've loved either of these books, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you're doing Vampathon, or if you're not, just what are you reading? Are you having a good time? Are you having a wonderful October? I can't believe we're coming to the end of October, but what a strong start in the lead up to Halloween. You know what I mean? Toodles, friends.